This is 44 Mason Street. It's owned by Charlie Wilder. He's tied in with all the Worcester Community Development Corporations. He's owned the property for quite some time. I border it, so I own a lot of other properties. You can see him in the background. He's now looking to develop it into low-income housing. He's been wanting to do it for a while. This is how he keeps his property. There's mattresses everywhere. The grass is about 4 or 5 feet high. It's become a dumping ground. It's been a dumping ground for years. Let me show you some of the mattresses over here. After this car comes by. You see those mattresses there. Now they've been there for a while. They're starting to get a little tingy and dungy, and trash is there. He put a fence up a few years ago after we made such a stink about it. He didn't want to do it. That couch has been there for a couple of weeks now. I bought her over there. Mostly these are just middle-class people that own these properties. Can you imagine what it's like when you look out that back window if you're renting the third floor or the second floor of that house, and the tenant looks out and says, what about that lot there? And you say, well, it's going to be fixed someday. But anyways, this guy's tied into a lot of important people. He's been able to keep this property like this for a long time. He'll develop it into low-income housing, no low-income housing. There'll be people out here, important people with shovels, cheering on what a great job he did. But we've had to put up with this for years and years and years. And you know what this does to our property values, folks? You can only imagine. You know what it does to the quality of life in our neighborhood? You can just imagine. Would you want it in your neighborhood is the biggest question. And it doesn't have to be like this. If the community had some input, people in the city listen to the people in the community who want to give input, you might not have these problems. But when it becomes political, when it's money, well, you know the story. There's a lot of good people in this neighborhood, a lot of good businesses that have invested a lot, put a lot of time in, a lot of money, been here for decades. When we complain about this stuff, we're troublemakers. Do you think that this would be acceptable in the west side of Worcester, the east side of Worcester, Tatnick Square, Crown Hill? No. But my neighborhood, others' neighborhood, it is. And when we speak up about it, well, they don't say kind things about us. Anyways, 44 Mason Street, Charlie Wilder, no low-income housing project. They'll tell you that's the only thing that'll go here. Of course it's the only thing that'll go here when certain people stare at that way. Many of us know better. It's part of life, you have to deal with it. But this is what it's all about. This is Worcester, Massachusetts, and a big chunk of it. Chronicle missed it. Those of us that live around it never are able to. Over and out.